Today I want to show off a pretty simple technique I have for showing heat staining on metal. This is the kind of effect you'll see on an engine or weapon that gets particularly hot. The actual science is when a material, in this case stainless steel, combines with oxygen at higher temperatures, it causes discoloration. I went to art school though, so making this look good comes well before understanding why it happens. This is based on a tutorial from the Warp blog, but I've modernized it a bit and added a few of my own touches. This is an effect I like putting on engines, melt gun barrels, assault cannons, and flamers. And while it's subtle, it can add that extra touch of realism to a model for relatively little effort. For this, you'll need the following colors: Leadbelcher, Nuln Oil, Drakenhof Nightshade, Druchii Violet, Seraphim Sepia, and Stormhost Silver. First, over a black undercoat, paint the weapon, in this case a multi-melta, with Leadbelcher. Once that's dry, we'll hit that up with an all-over wash of Nuln Oil. Personally, I like to keep my brushes and water pots for metallics and non-metallics separate, just to keep metal flakes from ever getting into my washes or regular paints. Give that some time to dry, and now we'll start the heat staining. First, paint the front part with Drakenhof Nightshade. I usually go a quarter to a third of the way down. When that's dry, we'll hit up the middle section with Druchii Violet, making sure to overlap the Drakenhof Nightshade just a little. This creates a bit of a blend, and I like to pull the paint away from the tip of the gun to make that transition a little more subtle. Finally, we'll do one more wash, this time with the Seraphim Sepia, which will cover to about the 3/4 mark, again pulling away from the Druchii Violet. Now, it's important to let each of these colors dry fully before moving on to the next. Washes don't play nice when they're applied over each other, and you can get some weird separation and pooling happening when that happens. Finally, we'll do an edge highlight with Stormhost Silver, catching the edges of the weapon and the little vents in the side of the gun. Here, we can see the finished effect on this multi-melta, and since I magnetized this contemptor, I can swap to this assault cannon, where I applied the same technique. You can play around with this a bit more if you'd like. On my Stormraven here, I applied a second wash of Nuln Oil before coloring it to make the engines look more oily and dirty, and you can even try this over different colors, like over pure Stormhost Silver if you want something more akin to a chrome effect. I will say it doesn't work as well over gold, but you can mess with the colors and do your own thing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you can find a use for this effect. It's pretty simple, but it's the little touches like these that can bring a paint job up to the next level. For more tutorials, subscribe to my channel, and support me on Patreon if you'd like. Let me know how you did with this tutorial in the comments, and I'll see you next time.